Breaking news just in. An unexpected $2,000 tariff dividend is making waves overnight, and it could mean serious cash in your pocket. But who exactly qualifies for this payment, and how can you make sure you're on the list? This isn't a drill or a rumor. The government has officially announced a new tariff dividend program that's set to impact millions of Americans, from everyday workers to small business owners. Imagine getting a surprise boost to your income, right when you least expect it. But it's not just a random payout. This dividend is tied directly to tariffs collected on imported goods, and the government is redistributing a significant portion back to citizens. So who stands to benefit the most? Are you eligible, or is this limited to certain industries or income brackets? In this video, we're breaking down the details, the eligibility criteria, and the timeline for when you can expect these payments. We'll also reveal insider tips on how to ensure you don't miss out on what could be a once-in-a-lifetime financial opportunity. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and make sure you get every dollar you deserve, you need to watch this now. Don't forget to smash that like button. It helps us bring you the latest breaking news first, straight to your feed. Let's dive right in. Now let's unpack what this $2,000 tariff dividend really means. The government's announcement caught many by surprise, especially because tariffs and trade policies can often seem like distant, complex issues that don't affect everyday Americans directly. But that's changing now, and this dividend is concrete proof that trade policy can have an immediate impact on your wallet. Tariffs are essentially taxes on goods imported into the United States from other countries. When a tariff is imposed on a product, whether it's electronics, clothing, or steel, the importer has to pay extra fees. These fees typically get passed down to consumers through higher prices. Over recent years, tariffs have been a major topic of discussion, especially amid ongoing trade tensions with key partners like China and the European Union. What's different about this new program is that instead of the government simply collecting tariff revenue and putting it into the general budget, a portion is now being returned directly to the public in the form of a dividend payment. Think of it as the government saying, "We collected extra revenue from imports, so here's a way to share some of that back with you." This is similar in spirit to how some countries distribute profits from natural resources or sovereign wealth funds. While the U.S. doesn't have a long history of tariff dividends, this new move could signal a shift toward more direct redistribution efforts tied to trade policies. But who exactly qualifies to receive this $2,000 dividend? It's important to understand that eligibility is not universal. The government's aim is to target assistance toward those who feel the impact of tariffs most acutely. This typically means individuals and families in lower to middle income brackets, where the cost of imported goods has a more significant effect on household budgets. In addition, small business owners who rely on imported materials or products stand to benefit, especially if tariffs have raised their costs. Farmers and producers in industries affected by international trade disruptions are also included in the eligibility pool. This targeted approach is designed to maximize the dividend's impact, putting money back into the hands of people who will likely spend it quickly, thereby stimulating the economy. It also serves as a form of relief for sectors struggling with higher input costs due to tariffs. Now, you might be wondering, how do you know if you qualify? The government is rolling out detailed guidelines that will include income thresholds, proof of residency, and documentation requirements to verify your eligibility. These details are crucial, so you'll want to keep an eye on announcements from the Treasury Department and related agencies over the coming weeks. Another important factor is the method of distribution. For many recipients, the dividend will be automatically deposited into bank accounts linked to their Social Security or other federal benefit programs. For others, particularly those who don't already receive federal payments, there will be a simple application or registration process to claim the dividend. Because this is a new initiative, it's vital to stay alert to avoid scams. Fraudulent schemes often emerge around big payment programs, so remember that official communications will come from government websites ending in .gov and never ask for sensitive personal information via unsolicited phone calls or emails. Let's talk about timing. According to government officials, the first wave of dividend payments is expected to begin early next year, Processing these payments will take some time, especially as agencies verify eligibility and handle applications. So, while you may not see the money immediately, preparing your documents and staying informed will put you in the best position to receive your payment quickly. The $2,000 figure you're hearing about is an average estimate. Actual payments may vary based on household size, income, and specific circumstances. For example, families with children or dependents might receive additional amounts, reflecting the extra costs tariffs impose on household spending. It's also worth noting that this dividend could be taxable, so it's a good idea to consult with a tax advisor to understand any implications for your annual returns. The government will provide guidance on how to report these payments, but being proactive can help you avoid surprises. Now, why exactly is the government doing this now? The backdrop involves a complex mix of economic factors, including inflation, trade tensions, and a desire to support domestic consumers without raising taxes. Tariffs have generated billions in revenue, and redistributing some of that income is a way to offset the increased costs consumers have faced on everyday goods. By putting money back into people's hands, officials hope to stimulate consumer spending, support small businesses, and ease some of the economic uncertainty that has been building over recent years. It's a balancing act. Tariffs protect some domestic industries, but also raise prices for consumers. This dividend is designed to help mitigate those price increases. From a policy perspective, this move could open the door for future initiatives where government revenue collected through trade measures is partially returned to the public. It's an innovative approach that could reshape how we think about trade and economic fairness. What does this mean for you right now? The most important thing is to stay informed. Bookmark official government sites like treasury.gov, the Social Security Administration's page, and your state's Department of Revenue. These will be the primary sources for updates and application instructions. If you receive benefits from Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid, watch your mail and email for official notifications. These agencies will likely handle much of the payment distribution directly. For those who don't currently receive federal benefits, be prepared to submit basic information such as proof of identity, income, and residency once the application process opens. Having your documents ready will help you claim the dividend without delay. Also, consider how this payment fits into your broader financial plan. While $2,000 can provide significant relief, especially during tough times, it's wise to use it strategically. Whether paying down debt, covering essential expenses, or building an emergency fund. In summary, this $2,000 tariff dividend is a significant development that could benefit millions across the country. It's backed by authentic government policy aimed at sharing the benefits of tariffs directly with the public, particularly those who have felt the pinch of rising prices. As the program rolls out, I'll keep bringing you verified updates and practical tips to make sure you don't miss out on this opportunity. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get the news as soon as it happens. Remember, this isn't just another government handout. It's a calculated effort to return tariff revenues to citizens, helping to stabilize household finances and the broader economy. Before we finish, I want to remind you once again to like this video if you found this information valuable. Your support helps us bring you the latest, most authentic news as it unfolds. Thank you for watching, stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.